And thanks for joining us for Fox 5 News at 6. I'm Tyler Fingert. It's hard to believe, but it's been one full year since former President Jimmy Carter entered hospice. A lot has happened over that time. The nation has celebrated his 99th birthday and mourned with him as he grieved the loss of his wife Rosalind of 77 years. That was the last time we saw Mr. Carter. Former president's decision to enter hospice has sparked conversations. Fox 5's Kim Leffler is standing by with more on when's the best time to enter hospice. Doctors say many don't enter soon enough. But first, let's take a look back at what certainly has been an emotional year for the Carters. And today is a reminder of how strong the former president is.
When he first had cancer and he came to the center and he told all of us, and we thought, oh my gosh, this is the end. And we were frankly weeping because this is President Carter. And then he fought that and he beat it.
Over the past year, friends, family, and supporters have celebrated former President Jimmy Carter and all he's contributed to the country and the world.
So much of his legacy created after the White House in opening the Carter Center as a place to broker peace, but also to build health and transparency around the world.
In October, Mr. Carter reached an unbelievable milestone, celebrating his 99th birthday, something that didn't seem possible 1 year ago. People came in to show their love at the Carter Center with a weekend-long celebration.
Happy birthday, Jimmy Carter.
Happy birthday, President Carter.
And the country mourned alongside him at the passing of his wife Rosalind in November. The couple had been married for 77 years.
I've always admired the way they functioned as a team. Well, there were many of the ideas that he delivered on that came from her.
Now, as Mr. Carter completes a year in hospice surrounded by his loved ones in his home in Plains, he's continuing to create a legacy and a global impact.
The whole world would be worse off if it weren't for Jimmy Carter.
And over the course of the last year, news of President Carter entering hospice care has sparked conversations about hospice and families across the country. Fox 5's Kim Leffler joins us now. Kim, you spoke to an expert about the benefits of this type of medical care.
Yeah, that's right. The former hospice medical director I spoke to says many times families don't start hospice soon enough. She says it's important for families to have conversations with their loved ones about the care they'd like to receive. According to the latest data from the National Hospice and Palliative Care Organization, over 1.7 million people were enrolled in hospice in 2021, which now includes former President Jimmy Carter.
So often people wait until 2 or 3 days before the person does die to go into hospice care, and they've missed so much that is available. Hospice doesn't mean that you're about to die. It means that you are wanting to live however long you have to live with your own goals in sight. You want to be able to do what you want to do, where you want to do it, usually at home, and with whom you want to do it.
Dr. Lane Price says the initial admission in hospice is for 6 months, but that can be extended.
Although there's always another drug out there or another operation or some more radiation, they may be tired and they're ready to be at home. They may want to do something as simple as go to the beach. They may want to go fishing.
Dr. Price grew up not far from Jimmy Carter. Her brother was roommates with him at the Naval Academy. She says she's thankful the former president's decision to enter hospice has sparked so much awareness about the specialized care nationwide.
So maybe just one more good thing that's coming out of Plains, Georgia. Here's this peanut farmer from South Georgia who is having an influence on people everywhere.
Dr. Price stressed hospice isn't there just for the patient, but for their families as well, offering bereavement support for families for 13 months after their loved one passes. At the live desk, Kim Leffler, Fox 5 News.
And Kim, the work those hospice nurses do for not only the patients, but also the families, just so vitally important. Thank you for that.